2095.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate. Across Iowa's 99 counties, every day, our county attorneys and assistant county attorneys put in prison some of Iowa's most violent offenders. Repeat violent offenders who have been charged with things such as felony, battery, and homicide. Those county attorneys go out in the streets with law enforcement to crime scenes to investigate some of the most heinous acts that have been committed in our state. And once they've locked up our most violent offenders, they oftentimes are faced with that individual's family, accomplices, or other violent offenders who have a personal beef with that individual for putting that evildoer in prison. The reality is that our county attorneys do heroic work right in tandem with our law enforcement and first responders. But once they leave the courthouse or they're on a crime scene, they're afforded none of the same protections that even a bank carrier in Iowa are afforded. That professional permit to carry a weapon for their own safety, protection, and those with them. Most recently, it came to my attention that our county attorney here in Polk County, Brett Lucas, shared with me what occurred in his area. An individual by the name of Mr. Millsap was charged with threatening to openly kill in court the assistant Polk County attorney. Now, to let you know, Mr. Millsap here was found in the courthouse having no legitimate business but seeking out that attorney to cause physical harm. Mr. Millsap has a lengthy criminal history, including attempted murder, multiple assaults on law enforcement officials, domestic abuse with a weapon, and child endangerment. This is just one example of what our county attorneys across all 99 counties are faced with. So when County Attorney Brett Lucas brought this bill forward to us, Senator Sinclair and Senator Kinney looked at what we could do to best help empower the safety of our county attorneys and move forward with a bill to afford them the opportunity to have a professional permit to carry their weapon. Now, what a professional permit does, it allows the county attorney to have the same level of training as a law enforcement officer and carry a professional permit and a weapon with them when they are out on a homicide investigation, going to and from the courthouse, interviewing a witness, or being in an environment where they have just put away one of Iowa's most violent offenders and now are faced with his accomplices on the walk to their car or at their home after hours with no one but themselves to be able to defend. This moves us in the right direction with other states, but most importantly, it puts the guardians of the court in a position to be able to protect themselves and protect those who are with them. I'm very excited about moving this bill forward in tandem with the ability to ensure that we still respect the rights of the court, the judge who is in charge of that courtroom, as well as the restrictions that are already placed on law enforcement officers or others when handling a weapon in our society. With that, Mr. President, would be open to any questions.
Is there further discussion on Senate File 29 for final remarks on Senate File 2095?
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate File 2095 truly reflects what one individual in Iowa can do to change the law to protect their profession. This is a great thing to have a member of our community come forward, sit in a subcommittee with Senator Sinclair, Senator Kinney, a former law enforcement officer, and really develop legislation from the ground up that now comes before the judiciary and now in front of the Senate. I want to additionally thank Everytown for Gun Safety Action Fund, the Association of County Supervisors, the police chiefs, our sheriffs, and our county attorneys for helping make this bill good public policy. We've come a long way in reviewing this, and I believe that this is a smart policy for Iowa and certainly affords our county attorneys and assistant county attorneys the best protection possible under the law. With that, I would move the bill.
The senator from Polk moves that Senate File 29 be read for the last time.